Hello everyone, this is Michelle with PaperStampInk. Welcome back to my channel today. We're going to talk about the fun paper pumpkin kit from September. Now, if you haven't had a chance already, make sure you subscribe by hitting that red button down below and ringing the bell. That way you won't miss out on any future tips, techniques, and tutorials. I'd love to share how you can turn your paper Stampin' Ink into beautiful cards, gifts, and home decor projects. Let's talk a little bit about Paper Pumpkin. If you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it's a kit. It comes in your mailbox once a month, and you sign up each month, or you can sign up for a regular subscription, and we never know what it's going to be. It's always a surprise, but we usually get a hint, and we knew this month was going to have something to do with Halloween. So it comes in this cute box, and sometimes they have real special designs like this one for this month. And love the items you get in here. So here's our sneak peek of what we're going to be getting for the October and the November kit. Now you do need to order these by the 10th of each month to be able to get in on that kit. And these we do know are going to coordinate with each other in the color schemes, and they're going to be a winter theme. So I'm looking forward to those. Let's look at this month's. We have our stamp set. You always get a stamp set in the kit. Let me get something to put behind there to make that a little bit easier to see. And we'll try and get some light without a glare on it there for you. So it's got all these cute little sayings, and I love these little dancing skeletons. I think they're just so cute. You can call bones cute, but they just kind of look like they're having a little party and having a lot of fun. We have some black tissue paper to go with the Halloween theme, and this month's Stampin' Spot is Gorgeous Grape. So you always get a Stampin' Spot, you always get a stamp set. Your first kit, you're going to get a block for those photopolymer stamps as well. So you're going to have everything you need to put together the items in this kit. Whoops, sorry for the noise there. Now, they give us some great suggestions on what to do with items in the kit. So this month are all these fun little treat boxes and the items to decorate them up. They never skimp. We always end up with extra things, and you know, I sometimes have mistakes on my stamping, so I'm very grateful that they give us extra labels usually for the stamping. So you're going to not only be able to put together everything that they suggest in this kit, but you're going to have leftovers besides that stamp set. You're going to get some little adhesive dots that comes in every one of the kits. I prefer to use my liquid adhesive, but if you're taking this on the go, you're going to get that. Now look at this. We get these adorable little black clothespins. Aren't those sweet? Those are just so tiny. They're so cute. And we get these new dimensionals. These are some of the new black dimensionals. So look at that on the side. They're black. So if you're using them on your darker projects, you're not going to have to worry about that white showing through. And then we've got all of these boxes. I believe there are 20 all told, 10 of each design. And now this is a Halloween kit, but these could be used for any occasion. I mean, if you didn't know it was a Halloween kit, you wouldn't automatically go, those are Halloween treat boxes. I don't really do much for Halloween. I don't have young kids, don't really celebrate the holiday. I think there's some cute stuff out there, but I'm going to be coming up with some other alternative projects using some of these items as well. But look at these beautiful labels with the foil on them. And then we've got these die cut pieces that match this stamp here. So that's great. They are going to exactly match up. And I'll be showing you a tip on how to make sure that gets matched up properly. Gorgeous Grape. Love that color combination. So we've got all of these tags. And then we've got, I've got some more of these little dancing skeleton there. And some hands, bony hands. And then we have a few more of these little pieces here. And then we've got these cobwebs. Looks like they're made of bones and a skeleton there. Let's see. I don't know how well you can see that, so let me bring something up behind that. There we go. That's probably a little bit better for the camera. We're going to see what other things we can do with those. And then we've got some beautiful vellum pieces. So you can take your Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin kit and create the projects exactly like they're designed, and that's great. I just like to help you guys stretch your products a little bit further by adding just a few items that you might already have in your craft stash and coming up with some alternative ideas. So I'll be back with those alternative ideas and we'll go over them together. All right, before we get into our alternative projects for this month's Stampin' Up! Kit, I wanted to share a couple of things with you. One, I wanted to share with you that I'm going to be doing a giveaway with all the leftovers, and there's a lot of leftovers in this kit because I just made up these sample items and I don't plan on using any more. So I've got a lot of those cute little punches of the skeleton pieces and the cobweb pieces, as well as the stamp set, of course, that you'll receive, and those little cute black clothespins. So if you're interested in that, all you've got to do is leave a comment down below and say, I love the extras, or something to that effect, so that I know that you're interested in being entered in that drawing. And then I will do a drawing in a couple days and post on here who the winner is. So make sure that you check back, and I will be tagging you in your comments, so it should come up in your notifications as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and that is US only. I apologize for that, but it is the shipping costs and Stampin' Up! Rules that I have to do this for US only if I'm doing products. So what I did is I did a little surgery on my stamps, and you'll see this one. I took out the Eat If You Dare piece, and I did that with a pair of scissors. You could use an X-Acto knife as long as you're careful. You can do that and you get two different pieces. So I wanted something that was not really Halloween themed, and I loved this pattern on that. So I cut that piece apart, and then again I wanted to have something more universal. So I took the Bon Appetit and I just cut the E off to get a Bon Appetit. So that will be able to be used throughout the year for any occasion. And don't be afraid of cutting those stamps, you know, just take your time, and you can do that with the rubber or with the photopolymer. So let's go ahead and start. I did these two boxes up the way that they were designed to be done. So very quick and easy to put these things together. I love it. This one, I took that Bon Appetit, a little rhinestone, mounted it on some purple, the gorgeous grape cardstock, and these little sentiment pieces were part of the kit. So quick, easy to do that one. This one, I just took that sentiment and stamped it alternating on that tag and used one of those cute little clothespins to put it on top. Now these two, I just simply cut off this part of the box so that I could tuck those pieces down. I did glue them down in there just to make sure they'd stay put. And I did that sentiment with a little clothespin and another one of the tags with the clothespin. And I used the black tissue paper that came in the kit. And now for my one Halloween card, and then we'll go into some things that are alternatives that go off of the Halloween theme. But I did love these little dancing skeletons there, and I just thought they were fun. I put used the small scallop punch to just put some color behind that vellum piece. I felt like it needed something more to distinguish it from this polka dot pattern, and this is from one of the boxes. I just opened it up, cut a strip. This is 1 3/4 inches wide and by 5.5, and then I've got a black piece that is 5.5 by 2 inches wide. Ran that down some gorgeous grape. Used my classic label punch to get these little pointed ends just to give some more distinction. And then the Happy Halloween stamp that was on one of these sentiment strips that is part of the kit. Now to totally jump off of the Halloween theme, the treats theme, I took this one. I just wanted a sweet little carpet. I kept with the color combination that was in the kit with the black and gorgeous scrape, left out that pumpkin pie, and I again used the small scallop circle. I took those vellum circles, I put them in a group of 3 and another group of 3, and then offset them on top of each other to make this flower image. The scallop circle and a little 1/2 inch punch of vellum, and these gorgeous grape glitter enamel dots. I love those. Those are so pretty. I'm a purple fan, so I love the gorgeous grape in there. Then I took a sentiment strip, and I did pull in some other greeting sets to jump off the Halloween theme, and I used the itty bitty greetings, a little hello with this one, and then a couple more of those little glitter enamel dots, and tucked up some of the pieces of vellum underneath on that card. I just thought that was cute. And this one, I used the subtle embossing folder. See if you can get a look at that. It's much better in person. Sometimes it doesn't show up so well on camera, but I ran the gorgeous grape through the subtle embossing folder, and then I ran this orange piece, the pumpkin pie, through the stylish scroll, which is actually part of the Halloween kit or Halloween section in the new catalog, but I just love it. I think it's going to be one of my go-tos when I'm just looking for a pretty background. And it's got this gorgeous scrolling emboss look there. I again had cut that saying out of the middle of that one stamp, so I stamped that on the pieces that are designed to be like this with the Eat If You Dare in it. I stamped that outline, and then I turned them on their sides. I thought they would look cute, like little coffee mugs there. I took another piece of pumpkin pie and stamped "Sending You a Cup of Cheer" in gorgeous scrape. And then I offset that, put it off the edge, cut that down to match up with my gorgeous scrape panel, just for a little bit of a different look. And I felt like I wanted something more in the middle, so I took 3 of those vellum circles and put those together and mounted a glitter enamel dot to cover up the adhesive behind those vellum pieces. And the last one totally went off track from what the kit was intended for, and colors and everything. Just share with you real quick that Cup of Christmas Cheer came from the Cup of Christmas, or Sending You a Cup of Cheer sentiment came from the Cup of Christmas stamp set, in case you were wondering. This one, I took those cobwebs that are bones, and they had a skull in the center. I cut the skull out, and then I cut like these little pieces, had a little bone piece coming down, so I cut those off, made them into look like snowflakes. I got this idea from Stamp a Blessing. If you haven't checked out her channel, I would encourage you to do so. So she had used these as snowflakes, and I thought that was fun. I put some rhinestones in the middle here, and then I used the greeting is Season's Greetings, came from So Many Stars. This is one of the new stamp sets, and this is another one I cut. This was a long sentiment strip. I cut it in half so that I could mount those one on top of another. I used one of the oh goodness, they're like the water beads. They're not the rhinestones. I used one of those on here, and then I used the new shimmery white embossing powder, and I picked from Merry Christmas to All this little scroll design in there, and I think it's fun. It just looks like wind blowing in, and a nice wintry feel for this card. The colors I used are Balmy Blue and Night of Navy, and then I popped this sentiment piece up on some dimensionals. So that was this card. I think it turned out pretty fun and completely different than anything that the kit was intended to be used for. I hope that you found this inspirational. Don't forget to drop a comment down below if you would like to be receiving the extra pieces from this kit and the stamp set, and give me a thumbs up if you found this inspirational. I love to know that you guys are enjoying my videos, and it helps me to know what content to continue putting out. If you haven't already taken a moment to subscribe, make sure you do that down below. And until we meet again, grab your paper, stamp, and ink, and make something creative.